Hey everybody, this is Will from Table the Game, and today I come to you from my work studio. This is my office slash when I get a chance I can film a video here and there. And I wanted to do a video that I've never done before. Of course, I'm a brand new channel, about 10 months old. And so I thought it'd be cool to go over my 2024 recap, the things that I did, some highlights, some of the things that I accomplished, and then also I wanted to go over what's in store for the channel for 2025. I put together some goals. So let's get into it. So I'm going to put some timestamps in here. So if you want to skip and look at different things, that's great. I'm going to go over for 2024. I'm going to go over the games that we did giveaways for. I'm going to go over some outcomes that I had in the channel. And then I wanted to list my favorite games that I played in 2024. And I'll go over that in a second, but basically it's not necessarily games that were made in 2024, but games that I played in 2024. So then we're gonna move to 2025, some of the goals that I have. We're gonna go over some giveaway goals and some things that I didn't get to accomplish in 2024, and we'll just go from there. So let's get started. All right, so got here my list here, my handy list, so I can remember everything. So let's do it. So in 2024, the giveaways, I listed this in order. We did 10 game giveaways in 10 months, so that's pretty cool. So roughly about one a month. So the first one was Wormspan. We did Sky Team, the West Kingdom Trilogy. Now we did the whole trilogy and we gave away one, which the subscriber that won that game, they chose Paladins of the West Kingdom, which was a great choice. We gave away Ezra and Nehemiah. There was a small card game named Forks that we got on Kickstarter. Cascadia, Rolling Hills, and Rolling Rivers. I had purchased 10 of them, 5 and 5. I'm sorry, no, it was 12 of them. It was 6 and 6. I kept 2. I gave away a bunch of them just randomly to people. Some people on Instagram, some people on YouTube. But on YouTube, I gave away 4 of these games, 2 and 2. That was an awesome giveaway. And then the last one we did to close out the year was the White Castle. That took me a long time. I planned to do that like 6 months ago, and it just took forever to get the Red Cathedral and the White Castle played. So that was pretty cool. When I started the channel, that was really a big part of what I wanted to do was give away games. I'm going to continue to do that in 2025. We're going to go over that in a second. Let's get into the outcomes for 2024. So number 1 is the giveaways. I did 10 of them. I didn't know what I was going to do, and that's what it came out to be. So it was a lot of fun. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and looking forward to 2025, what we're going to be able to do this year. Number 2, I didn't really know what to expect, and I started the channel, of course, 10 months ago with no subscribers, and as of right now, there are 99 subscribers. I want to thank everybody that has subscribed to this channel, and if you haven't, please do so. It means a lot. And I just plan to continue to grow. I plan to give away more games. I have actually some crazy ideas that hopefully I'll get to accomplish, but it's going to take a little bit more to do that. And then number 3 is the best video. So my best video is a short. So what I try to do is I can't always film a long form video. And so I try to split it up. I try to do a long form video, then a short, a long form video, and a short. And so my Dune Imperium Uprising short is one of those videos that continually gets views all the time, no matter what. If I post a new video, then the Dune Uprising short will come along with it and pick up steam again. So it's when I made it, what was really cool about making that video is, and I'm new at this, I'm brand new at doing this. But when I made it, it was like I knew it was cool. And that made me feel good because I posted it. It didn't really do good at the beginning and then just took off, and it has continued to take off. I feel that way about some of the videos. Like I just know they're good, or as good as I can make it. But anyway, so Dune Uprising, it has been a great video. I was glad to make it. I hope I can continue to make videos like that or even better. So let's get into now the top 5 games that I played in 2024. So I'm going to give some honorable mentions, and this was hard to do because it's top 5. These are really great games that I really enjoyed. Now to be, like I already mentioned, that these are not necessarily games that came out in 2024. These are games that I played for the first time in 2024. So a couple honorable mentions, because when I made the list, I was like, man, I can't keep this to 5, but I wanted to bring the games along and show you. So number 1, Dune Imperium Uprising. Didn't make the top 5, and here's why. I've actually come to really like it. I'm on the fence on which one I like better, Dune Imperium Uprising or the Dune Imperium base game or the original game. Now the reason I did not put it on the list is because it's so similar to the original base game. I really kind of see them all as one package at this point, and so I didn't feel right putting it on the list because I've been playing Dune ever since it came out. All right, Expeditions. That's a Stonemaier game. That's the sequel to Scythe. I really enjoyed it. I just didn't get to play it a whole lot, and so at this point I do want to go back to it again. I want to play it some more. It was a lot of fun. Now in Expeditions, what my personal belief about it, and I love Scythe, is if you're going to play Scythe, or if you want to play Scythe and you only have two people, Expeditions is the way to go. Other than that, I would probably play Scythe most times. But Expeditions was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed the way that they had that same feel, but they changed the game up considerably. It was a lot different type of game, so extremely fun. All right, and the third one was Harmonies. That was a great game. It's a game like if you're in the mood for like a Cascadia type game, something simple, something nice, something easy, but actually complex. If you really get into it, it's 5-page rule book, 4-page rule book, 5 minutes to learn, but really has some depth to it, and extremely pretty game. Harmonies is a great game. So let's go over the top 5. So this is games that either they may have come out, some of them did come out in 2024, but a game that I played for the first time in 2024, my favorite games for that year. And so the first one is Wyrmspan. So this was the first game that we gave away on the channel, and let me just leave this up here. So Wyrmspan, I'm a Wingspan fan. It's my wife's favorite game. I've probably played Wingspan more than any other game. Maybe more. I mean, Catan maybe just because I've started in the hobby playing that game, but Wingspan is definitely up there. We play it a lot, and Wyrmspan, I really enjoyed the way that they made this game a little bit more complicated. It's just a great game. It's got a different theme, and there's just a little bit more to it. I'm excited. I know they're coming out with another one, Finspan. I can't wait to see that. But Wyrmspan, number 5, a great game. If you like Wingspan, you will definitely enjoy Wyrmspan. And I plan on keeping both games in my collection. I'm not going to get rid of either one of them, and because they're both good in different ways. All right, number 4 was The White Castle. So this game really surprised me. Number 1, and you're going to see this, there's a theme here, is this year I fell in love with dice mechanisms. Before this year, I didn't really play a lot of games with dice, and I don't know, at this point it may be one of my favorite type mechanisms that are involved in the game if it's done right. And I played the Red Cathedral. I did a Red Cathedral and White Castle kind of just comparison, and what I really enjoyed about this is the whole time I was rooting for the Red Cathedral, and it won me over. And so this is a great dice game, very pretty, great. I love Devir Games. They've become one of my favorite publishers this year, and I can't wait to dig into more games with them. They're just coming out with games every couple of games every year that I really enjoy. So that is number 4, the White Castle. So number 3. So it was the West. I'm going to say this. It was the West Kingdom trilogy. Now I only got Viscounts out here, so this was a cool event for me. When I did the West Kingdom trilogy, I played all 3 of them, and really my favorite way of playing these games is to play Architects, Paladins, and the Viscounts to kind of get the whole theme involved in your gameplay. But they're all very similar games. The Viscounts out of the 3 are my favorite. Is my favorite game, and I know these games. I think they came out in 2018 and 19, somewhere around there. But I didn't get to play them till this year. So Viscounts and the West Kingdom trilogy is my number 3. Alrighty, now number 2 was the Castles of Burgundy Special Edition. So this game is an older game, but I got this game at the very beginning of 2024 from Awakened Realms, the Special Edition, and I just fell in love with it. So like I said, this is also has dice in the mechanism, and this game, when I played this, it really like showed me kind of how you can play dice. Then with White Castle, and now, you know what, I didn't write this down, and now I kind of feel silly about it. But another honorable mention, which was, this is backwards, okay, but that's okay, is Sky Team, another dice mechanism game, which it used dice in such an awesome way. And that's one thing I love about it is these games that people bring out with dice, and they just find a way to kind of treat it a little different, or kind of twist the mechanism a little different, to make it unique, make it fun. But it all started with Castles of Burgundy and the Special Edition. I've never played the game before then. I don't know. I mean, I've seen the other games. They definitely don't look as good as this. Now, spoiler alert, this game should be in the mail coming to my house. So another Special Edition. I ordered, I think, a play mat or some acrylic tiles to go with this game, but I bought an extra copy. And the reason for that is when I started the channel, I had already purchased this. And so when it came, I was doing YouTube, and I just was like, man, I wish I had a game. So this is one of the biggest games I'm going to give away this year. It's an expensive game. It's a great game. It's awesome. If you haven't played it, you need to play it. So Castles of Burgundy Special Edition, that is number 2. And number 1 for the year, Ezra and Nehemiah. So Garphill Games has become one of my favorite publishers, and really, you know, it's Garphill Games. You have DeVere Games, Stonemaier Games. Those are some, and Awakened Realms as well. They're really good. But Garphill Games is just really awesome. They come out with so many games so quickly. They're all quality, and I just really enjoy this. I love the theme. I love the complexity. This is a complex game. So awesome game. So top 5, we got Wyrmspan, the White Castle, West Kingdom Trilogy, Castles of Burgundy Special Edition, and Ezra and Nehemiah. This has been a great year for playing games 2024. And so there you go. All right, guys, that was 2024 recap. I hope you enjoyed that. So let's get into 2025. What am I going to do on the channel in 2025? So number 1 is, my hope is to give away at least 15 games. I have right now I have about 4 or 5 games that have come. They are coming quickly. As soon as after the new year, I've gotten like 2 or 3 packages. And like I said before, there was 2 games I didn't even get to. And so they're coming quickly. Now, a couple things I want you guys to do. If you have not followed me on Instagram, go ahead and do it. It is at Table the Game on Instagram. You should be able to find it. There's actually 2 Table the Games on Instagram, so you'll see mine, and also follow the other one too. She's great. She's awesome. So go follow her as well. Now, here's why. Because there's a couple games at least, maybe more, that I'm going to do a joint giveaway. I'm going to be giving away on YouTube and on Instagram at the same time for the same giveaway. And if people can sign up for both of them. So the 2 games that I'm definitely going to do a joint giveaway is the Castles of Burgundy Special Edition. These are big games, and so I think it deserves me going to both platforms. Number 2 is I have Dragon Eclipse from Awakened Realms coming. Both of these games are coming soon. I don't know if I'll get both giveaways done at the same time or close, but definitely, I'm going to be doing it on both YouTube and Instagram. All right, now here's kind of a big goal. I kind of made a joke earlier about subscribers, so I really want to get to 1,000 subscribers. I have some big plans, and I know that's kind of a huge number, but I think I can do it. If I don't, it doesn't matter, but I'm going to do my best. Okay, so definitely I appreciate everybody that has helped me, and everybody that has subscribed, and I appreciate if you haven't, go ahead and do it. All right, now the third thing is what I've been doing is I've really been trying to figure out, what's this channel about. I started off making like setup videos. I really didn't know what to do, and I'm still trying to figure it out exactly. So the more you guys can help me, I really appreciate all the comments and anything that you guys can, give me any kind of feedback. I listen to really all of it, and I try, if I can, I try to implement anything if it makes sense. So that is something I really want to do by the end of the year. Is I want to really figure out exactly, what I want to do. I want to be consistent, and I want to make sure that I'm presenting information to you guys in a way that you like it. So, alrighty, this is a big one. So I want to get better at making video, like audio, lighting, cameras, stuff like that. So, I started, I don't know anything really. I started this knowing nothing. And so I'm trying to add things as I can. So last year, I really didn't have the ability to add anything because I was buying so many games. Now this year's a little different. I've already bought a lot of games that are coming. Most of the games I'm giving away are on Kickstarter or GameFound. So that should free up a little bit of cash to be able to invest in better equipment, better lighting, and things like that. So that is a goal that I have. Definitely, give me any feedback. If you see anything, let me know. Okay, this is another goal or dream that I have, is I want to build a couple solid relationships with a few publishers. I have a few in mind that I would really like to connect with. At the end of the day, I would really like to align myself with a few publishers that I can, show their games off and be consistent to where I can, really, show all their games off. That's something that I want to do. I don't really know how it works 100%, but I'm going to do my best. Okay, a new thing that's coming this year, something that I have no experience in, is tabletop RPGs. So looking through Kickstarter, looking through GameFound, I have seen a lot of them, and a lot of them look very interesting. And so I've just bought a few of them. I'm going to get them. I'm going to look at them. I'm going to see what I think. I'm going to definitely show you guys. I don't know how it's all going to go down. So I do have some friends that have either play or will play some RPGs, and we're going to see how it goes. But a few of them that I have 3 listed here that I've purchased. So one is Batman, the Gotham City Chronicles. So that one looks cool. I love Batman. I'm interested in this. I really think it's kind of cool. You can create your own characters. You can play, of course, pre-built characters from Batman. There's different modes. You can play like as villains. If you want to play in that mode, you can play, of course, as superheroes. And you can also play as there's a third module where you're just playing as like regular people. So really excited to see kind of what that's about. I've never done it before. I've never played an RPG before. So here we go. I have Root. There's a Root RPG. Root, of course, is a classic, I say classic board game, awesome board game. And then there is a RPG called Murder at the Old Wolf Inn. So I love detective stuff. You can't go wrong with some type of detective. There's a murder, you got to figure out what's going down. So that should be a lot of fun. Looking forward to it. We'll see what happens. I'm going to show you guys and see what you think. All right, so here's a couple personal things that I'm dealing with or want to do. Some of these, they don't really have much to do with this channel, but we'll see. Number one is a couple years ago, it's been like 2 years, I wrote a book. It's a small book. It's really a workbook on building habits. And I got the opportunity to talk to Kickstarter a few months ago to kind of discuss their platform, like their search engine platform. And that was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed meeting with them. And while I was on the phone, I mentioned my book, and she got me hooked up with the publisher or someone that's like the head of publishing for Kickstarter, and I got to meet with them as well. I don't know, I did it for fun. I'm gonna do it. I really want to kind of, I am gonna put it on Kickstarter, hopefully by the middle of the year, maybe March, April, May, something like that. It's almost, it's pretty much done. We are doing some revisions and things like that. I'm also gonna actually give the book to about 20 people and let them use it and kind of get their feedback. And if I have to make any revisions, make any changes and things like that, that's what we're gonna do. So I kind of did it for fun. I'm really excited to get it out there. If I sell 5 or 10 copies, that's what happens. The biggest thing, a couple things is number one, saying that I did it, took a project from the start and finished it. That's a big thing for me. Number two is when I was going to do it on Amazon, but when I decided to do it on Kickstarter, that intrigues me to kind of go through that process. I'm on the other end of Kickstarter all the time, and I would really like to see the process from the creator standpoint. So I'm excited about that. All right, number 2. Now, this is, I don't really know how this is going to pan out, but at the end of the year, I started making a prototype of my own board game. Now, I'm telling you guys this for accountability purposes, because I have started about 4 different board games. I've never told you guys this before, but I've started 4 different board games, really including this one, but and they really didn't go anywhere. I have actually started a prototype on this one. The other ones, they were just really in my head and a bunch of notes, okay? This one, I've created a prototype. The prototype, I would say, is 50% done, okay? I actually started it and then I had to redo it because I made some changes to it. So will this come out to be anything? Who knows? I don't have no idea. But I wanted to tell you guys I am working on it. It's a dream of mine. Ever since I got into the board game hobby, I've wanted to do it. So we'll see. You guys can remind me in a year from now and ask me how I'm doing on it. I'll let you know whether I've touched it or not. But I do hope to at least finish it. Whether it ever gets published, whether it is ever a good game or not, I have no idea, or I don't know. I have really no expectations other than I'd like to finish it, because that would be cool. So last year, of course, we did the West Kingdom trilogy as a series. I got to go through all 3 of the games, let you guys know, what I thought about them. I did some setup videos and things like that. So when I was thinking about what I want to do this year, I do want to do at least one series. I have 3 that I plan to do. I'm going to finish at least one. So the first one that I'm going to do, and I don't know how long it's going to take, but in good fashion from last year, from the West Kingdom trilogy, we are going to delve into the South Tigris trilogy. So I'm excited about this, and here's why. Is when I first saw these games, I hadn't even played any Garphill games yet. I was really interested in Architects of the West Kingdom, and I knew that was the game I was going to play first. So when these came out, I didn't really have the bandwidth or the ability. I wasn't going to buy them yet. I didn't even really know the publisher at that point. And so since last year, of course, I played the West Kingdom trilogy, Ezra and Nehemiah, and you saw that they were like on my top 5 for the year. I just really love these games. I love this publisher. And so once a publisher gets me, it's over, man. I pretty much get everything they get, or everything they make. So I'm excited to get the South Tigris trilogy to the table. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to go through all 3 games, and I would like to do this if I can, is when I do a giveaway, is to give away one of each if I can. If not, I'm going to do at least one. So look out for it. One thing I have made up my mind in 2025, I'm not going to stress out. I was a little stressed out. I wanted to, I started something. I wanted to just get it to you guys as soon as possible. I'm going to get it to you when I can, but I do hope, to do it quickly if I can. So Wayfarers of the South Tigris is the first one, and can't wait to get all of them to the table. Now, a couple other things is Nemesis. I have Nemesis Retaliation coming. So I've only played the first Nemesis, but they have a trilogy as well. I have considered doing that. So if I get a chance to do that, great. Now, the comparison videos. I did a comparison video last year where I compared the Red Cathedral and the White Castle. I really enjoyed that. Number one, I'm never really going to be too negative. I really don't, like being negative. I pretty much like, if I play a game, I've usually researched it enough to where I'm going to enjoy it, okay? For the most part. And just the fact of me playing a game, I really enjoy just that aspect of the social interaction, or, thinking about something, so it may not be a game that I play a whole bunch, but for the most part, I enjoy it. So a lot of these comparison videos is not necessarily to be negative, but it's just to kind of give my explanation on, what I like better and why. But most likely, the games that I choose, I'm going to like them. So the first one I know I'm going to do this year is Dune Imperium versus Lost Ruins of Arnak versus Endless Winter. And here's why, is I just love deck building and worker placement put together. When they did that in Dune, it's like, for me, it's like the best, the best 2 mechanisms merged together. Now, Lost Ruins of Arnak, I've owned this game for a long time. I sadly have never played it. I've learned the rules twice and I've never played it. Both times, like one time we were going to play it, game night or something, didn't happen. Second time I learned it, we didn't even play a game that night, something happened. So I've had it for a long time, never played it. I know I'm gonna like it just because of what I've heard about it, what I've seen about it. Endless Winter is something also similar, and Fantasia Games, really all the publishers, look good and seem to be awesome. So can't wait. That's something I'm going to do. Endless Winter, Lost Ruins of Arnak, and Dune Imperium. All right, guys. So we're almost done. So 2024 games that I got in 2024 and did not get to play. Now, once again, these aren't necessarily games made in 2024, but games that I received in 2024 and I did not play. These are games that I want to play ASAP. So the first one is Unconscious Minds. I got that right before the holidays. I had every intention of playing it, but like I told you guys, this holiday season, I really didn't play a lot of games. We really just kind of took it easy, didn't do a lot of anything. We really just kind of rested. But the game just is beautiful. It looks so nice. The components, it is big, it is deep, and I can't wait to get into it. It looks like a lot of fun. And the second one is Woodcraft from Rio Grande Games. So Rio Grande Games was one of the publishers that gave me some games last year, and it just blew me away. They are they're so awesome. They're so giving. I received like 4 or 5 games from them, and Woodcraft was one of the newer games that I got. It is a dice game. It has a dice mechanism in it, so I just can't wait to get that game to the table. I want to bless them as well and kind of show you guys what I think about it. But those are 2 games that I got in 2024 that I hope to get to the table ASAP. All right, guys, the last thing we're going to go over today is games that are coming soon and games that hopefully I can get to the table to show you guys and get it in one of y'all's hands ASAP. So number 1 is Storm Raiders. I have it in my car right now. Storm Raiders is made from Arcus Games, designed by Shem Phillips, who owns Garphill Games or is one of the designers for Garphill Games. Castles of Burgundy Special Edition. I do know, as far as I understand, every Castle of Burgundy Special Edition game has arrived in America and has been distributed. Most of them have been distributed. So I got an update right before I started making this video, and so I don't know, I didn't get the chance to look at it. So this thing should be in my possession ASAP. And then the other game is a new game. I believe it's a new designer. I don't have the information in front of me, but it's Under the Sun. It is a game about, the end of the world has come, the world is destroyed, it's all crazy to live in, and now you got to try to make it happen. Yeah. And it's, as far as I know, it's a game somewhat like Nemesis. It's a cooperative game, but I believe you can have your own goals that may or may not help your friends. So it looks like a fun game. So those are the 3 games that I do know are coming very soon. I'm going to do my best to get them to you guys. But other than that, I know this is a long video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. 2025, I really hope to get, number 1, better at doing this. I hope to bring better content to you guys, better games. I definitely enjoy every one of your guys' feedback. I enjoy every time you guys, communicate or message or comment. It means a lot to me. And definitely, if you have not already, please subscribe. It means a lot. So once again, thanks for watching. Hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you next time.